Welcome back, everyone! This is Juronitis bringing you just 2 lines. Get it? Get it? Because just 1 line for the first episode, just 2 line for the second episode. Nothing? Nothing? So yeah, we're back with just 1 line. We're going to choose another adventure. This time, because last episode we unlocked the hunter class, which was this one, right? Yes. We are now going to be a hunter. Now it says they can hunt a deer, kill the wolves, threatening your sheep, and even help you if the band of goblins is raiding your village. See, this sounds good. So the hounds are the hunters. Their related attribute is power, and they can use gear from the power and cunning advanced lists. So this should be interesting. And unique interactions is tracker. So this should be interesting. It looks like strength is going to be the way to go with this. So we're going to go ahead and hit myself up with 1 extra point of power. And we're going to change the way my guy looks again. Alright, so we're here. Now, we are a hunter. So in theory, we can use different weapons. So let's see. We can use a bow. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Attack power of 3. Excellent. It looks like we can use a sword. Can we use a sword? That would be pretty cool. It gives us an extra hit point. But the bow is going to give us the range. Require background hunter. Can I actually just... Armored foes, axe spear. You know, we're just going to go with a bow. A hunter deserves a bow. So we buy a bow. Excellent. Armor-wise, what can we get? Ooh, wow. There's a lot of stuff that are available. Unfortunately, we only have $240 more left. Should we buy the Ruby of Power instead? That'll leave us with $40 for armor. I don't think we can use a shield. No, that's going to be troublesome. You know what? Let's get the Ruby of Power for starters, and we'll just assume that we're going to make some more money, and then come back for some armor, because for $40, we really can't afford anything. So that's fine. So we got a bow, and we got a Ruby of Power. Sweet! Alright, so seeing as we need armor, and that means we're going to need money, we're going to go ahead and do the Troubles with Bandits quest. I get plenty of gold if I succeed, and if I die, I'm really not losing much. So let's go ahead and accept this quest. You arrive to the village early in the morning. You talk to the old man, but he doesn't have any gold to offer. Okay, why did you offer a 250 reward if you have no money? The Shield Brothers of the fortress up on the hills don't want to send their warriors. They say they have more urgent matters to deal with at the moment. Like what? They've protected us for years, but they don't care about the bandits. We don't know how to defend ourselves. Well, that's your fault now, isn't it? Don't abandon us, cursing the old man. You leave his house, thinking you should help him anyway. He basically lied to us, said he had money, and now he's hoping that the person who came here on a mercenary's job to get paid has enough of a conscience to help him anyway? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, maybe I'm reading into this too much. Let's continue. You're close to the stables, and you're admiring a nice horse you could have asked for as payment for your help when a boy comes to the village running and shouting at the top of his lungs about an imminent attack by the bandits. They have killed the sentinels in the watchtower. Try to leave the village before it's too late. Well, I don't think that's really going to work. Enter the empty house you find and barricade the entrance. Go back to the old man's house and accept the job without compensation. Okay, I thought about it for a minute, and honestly, we're just going to be the nice guy. I really shouldn't, but we're going to go back to the old man, and we're going to accept the job without compensation. The old man is grateful to you for your noble spirit. He entrusts you with the defense of the village. In the square, some men have taken up weapons, but they seem scared. An old man is shouting that he will win this fight on his own, waving around a stick. Others are panicking around the village. No kidding. Is that our old man, or is this just another old man? It seems a bit odd. Gather all those that can hold a weapon and motivate them with an inspired speech. I don't think I'm smart enough for that, considering I expect in strength. Convince the old men to gather all women and children and take them to a safe building. You don't need him here. Yes, convince the old man to get the women and children out of here, and the old man waving a stick ain't going to be very helpful. At first, he doesn't seem to cooperate, but you convince him. He now understands the importance of his task. He goes away, the other men become more relaxed. Good, good. So we got the old man out of here, he's doing something useful, people are going to be happier now. There's still time to improve the defenses. Okay, gather all those that can hold a weapon and motivate them with an inspirational speech. Your words are good words, but these men are just shepherds and peasants. They still look like a bunch of scared kids. I told you I wasn't smart enough for that. There's no time left. You see the bandits coming towards the village. They stop at the entrance of the square, looking at your troop. A tattooed man with long hair steps forward and admits to be surprised of seeing you there ready to fight. I'm an archer. Shoot him in the face before he says anything. No, I don't think I'm smart enough. We're just gonna attack. Peasants and bandits start fighting while you and the chief get closer, ready to duel. I'm an archer. I shouldn't be getting closer. Shoot him in the face from a distance. Oh dear. The chief is undamaged and ready to engage in combat. So what is my special attack? My accurate shot. Okay, so my accurate shot, which would have been great from further away. Oh gosh. Okay, let's use the accurate shot. What's the worst that can happen? A third of his health. Not bad. Okay, the chief is battered, keeps striking. Ooh, hey, I've got a secondary thing. His blows are furious and they always leave him unbalanced. Take advantage of it and disarm him. I am an archer. Ah, what the heck, let's try it. You easily dodge the attack, you grab his arm and knock him down, leaving him disarmed. You've captured him. The bandit is on the ground, hurt and defeated. He orders his men to stop the attack and begs you for mercy. Oh, man. You know, it's decisions like this that really get to you, because it literally I just said that I would go back and be the good Samaritan, the nice guy, and do this job without pay. And now I can ransom him to get some money for his freedom. I can just straight up kill him, or I can tie him up and deliver him to the authorities. Honestly, I should deliver him to the authorities. That's the moral thing to do, and since that's the path I chose, that's what we're gonna do. They better give me a reward. The chief kicks and screams while he's dragged to a farmstead. You throw a threatening look at his men and they all run away. That's right. I give him a threatening look. Oh gosh. The villagers thank you and they will always be grateful to you. Hooray! Honor plus 13, yeah. Morality plus 5, yeah. But I didn't get any money. I did this for the money. I guess let's go do the rats in the basement. I'm being such a nice guy, I might as well kill a bunch of rats for some beer. Yeesh. We arrive at old Rennie's house, takes me to the hatch. This sounds very familiar. He's happy to know that the hounds are always... Wait a minute. He's happy to know that the hounds are always ready to help poor people. He says that there was a time when you could count on the Shield Brothers. So because I'm a hunter, I'm part of the hounds, so this has actually changed. That is cool. So that's really cool. He's happy to know that the hounds are always here. Sweet. Okay, he opens the hatch to the basement. That's fine. We're not going to bargain for a better reward. Ask about the cat. And yes, that's fine. Let's get in the basement. Because we're being so noble, our character is a really nice guy who doesn't really worry about getting paid, I guess. Ugh, sounds horrible. Can't tell the man there's no rats here because that's not the right thing to do. Piece of furniture, well, just squeeze through the cog. Let's go kill the rats. It's what we're here for. Blah, blah, blah. Glowing mushrooms. Start exploring. Big rounded cave. Get ready to fight. If I could beat these guys as a commoner with a pitchfork, if I can't beat them as a hunter with a bow, then there's some serious problems here. Let's just go ahead and use my accurate shot. Maybe it'll kill them straight off. I mean, I am a hunter after all. Seriously? I did less to the... Sure, whatever. Attack. Holy crap, they hurt the crap out of me. Okay, whatever. Swarm of rats are defeated. I'm victorious. Yay. Okay, the problem is I only have 1 hit point left. I can't take a chance of going to the cat, because if the cat decides to hurt me, then I'll die. Let's go to the luminescence. We should be able to manage that, I think. Follow the path, reach a smaller cave, source of luminescence, crystal pool of water. Alright, let's examine the base. Yep, magic runes are not a good thing. Wonderful. Examine the crystal. Wait a minute. Try to deactivate the trigger and take the crystal. Sure, let's try that. What's the worst that can happen? You start working on the mechanism until you're sure it's switched off. You grab the crystal, but the trigger starts anyway. Then what was the point if you're so sure that you did it? A few moments after the click, here comes the water creature. Okay, so the elemental's here. Let's try to talk to it. And I die. Well, that didn't work well at all. Okay, so, Hunter, by being nice, it doesn't work out very well. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so, same general idea, I bought the bow, but instead, this time, we're gonna buy the armor. We have 240 bucks, we're gonna get the hide armor. That gives me 4 more hit points, and this ought to work a lot nicer. Unfortunately, that does leave me unable to have any of this. Now, the consumables, let's look at these real quick. Okay, so I've looked these all over, and they're actually really interesting. Basically, it's bonuses to any number of things. You can get bonuses to your wit, to all of your attributes, to your cunning, to your strength. You can do extra attack power, increase damage, but also increased damage reduction. I think I'm going to buy this one. It is $40, and it gets me an extra 4 hit points. So let's buy that. Now, in theory, it's going to... Whoa. Okay, so I drank it. Oh, interesting. So you can't use those again, but you can use others. So with the right amount of money... Oh, dear. With the right amount of money, you can make yourself amazing. Okay, next time we play through, I might have to do that. Let's go... Yeah, we're going back to the bandits. Alright, we arrive in the village. He doesn't have any money. We're not going to help him anyway. I'm just not going to do it. So we're going to go and we're going to barricade the house. Alright, enter the small house. You barricade its doors and windows with anything you can find inside. When you're about to finish, you hear a woman knocking out while asking you to let her in. You can also hear a baby crying. You know, I may be a bad person. I'm not going to be nice like I was last time, but you can't leave a baby outside. Let her in. She curls up in the corner, trying to calm the baby down. Oh God, she doesn't succeed. They're gonna know where I am because of the baby. Soon you start hearing battle sounds amongst the houses of the village, and it's not long before the bandits find their hiding place. He starts forcing the door. Of course he does, because I let a baby in. Silently tell the bandit she will open the door, then open it yourself, taking him by surprise. Stand by the door, get ready to fight. As soon as the door gets knocked down, you will protect the woman and her baby. Yeah, I'm gonna protect the woman and her baby. I'm not a nice person, but I'm not that bad. The door collapses and the bandit bursts in. He's surprised to see you there, but he collects himself and starts waving around his axe in your direction. And, oh, this guy's only got 1 skull. The bandit is undamaged. You know what? Just die. The bandit has been defeated. You are victorious. I took 1 hit point of damage. That's great. After killing the bandit, you tell the woman to stay there and hide while you go out of the house, block the door as best you can. Alright, so yeah, let's find and kill the chief of the scum. Why not? It's the only way to stop the attack. I got all these extra hit points. What's the worst that can happen? You go to the square where you see a tattooed man with long hair giving orders to his minions. You draw his attention, then you both walk towards each other ready to fight. Again, a bow. Shoot him, but whatever. Chief is undamaged and ready to engage in combat. You know what? Just die. Oh. Huh. No, we're going to capture him again. We're just going to capture him again. Give me the options. Okay. I am going to ask him for ransom in exchange for his freedom. Because, let's face it, if he attacks again, I'll just come back again and kill him. He gives you all the gold he owns, and you let him go free. He and his friends go back to where they came from, and you don't think that they will come back. Sweet. Okay, that's pretty sweet. I get 150 gold, which is awesome, and it completes the quest, so that's great. Awesome, that worked out nicely. +2 to renown, and fame, and morality, -2 to honor. Whatever, it's fine. Sweet, we got money. Alright, now that we have money, we can actually buy ourselves some armor. No, wait, I bought the armor. Yes, hide armor equipped. Oh, well, that's neat. Okay, so I have $150, and I can't actually afford any of that stuff. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. This is going to be great. Elf swine +2 wit. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, so +4 wit, +4 strength, +4 cunning. This is so wrong. Okay, I got $30 left, +2 more health. Okay, so we just drank all of the stuff in everywhere. What is the hardest thing we can do? Wait a minute. I'm super smart now. Yes, we're going back to rats in the basement. This is going to be awesome. We're going to kill us an elemental. Well, I don't know. Can we kill an elemental? You know what? We're going to try. Old Rennie's house. Hatch. Yes, I know. That's wonderful. Ask about the cat. Get in the basement. Squeeze through the crack. Continue. Get ready to fight. Bring it. Just die. Wow, they still did 2 damage to me? That's disturbing. That's fine. They're dead. Alright, let's go left and follow the meowing. Let's go through the fissure. Let us look at the giant cat. Call it to get it out of there. And he gets out without any incident, maybe because I'm so smart and cunning and stuff. Let's go to follow luminescence. Continue. Okay, so let's examine the base. Now we're really cunning. Maybe we can make something of the runes? No, it doesn't say anything about making something of the runes. Well, that's disappointing. Examine the crystal. Nope, earn a lot if I sold it again. Can we deactivate the trigger now that we're a lot better? Well, no, because last time we tried... Let's try this anyway. We're going to try to deactivate the trigger. And, of course, it starts anyway. Okay, so maybe you can never... Well, no, I'm sure there's got to be a way to deactivate the trigger. I'm just not smart enough, even though I just got so horribly drunk on stuff. Okay, so here's the problem. I don't know that my bow is going to hurt an elemental, so fighting it's probably not a good idea. Communicate, it might hurt me. If I run, it might hurt me, but I have the crystal. I've got the crystal. Let's run. You immediately start to run, but it seems the elemental doesn't want to let you go. It dives in your direction, but you manage to avoid it, and it smashes on the ground. Losing its human shape, you take the chance of... I got out! You go back... I got the crystal! Cool! You come out of the basement, satisfied and ready to tell your story to Rennie. That is awesome! Okay, so what did I get? Whoa, hang on. Okay, let's stop for a second here. Okay, so you go back to Rennie, tell him his problems are solved. You've been able to rescue his cat. Free beer. And you also earn some gold selling the crystal. Nice! Oh, the crystal's only worth $100. That's slightly disappointing, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so cool. We got Mastery to Hunter, bonus +1 damage. And I managed to steal the crystal to find out that's not worth as much as I really would have hoped. You know what? I'm going to go get drunk again. It's too fun trying this. This is cool. Okay, so for $60, I can get +2, 2, and 2. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and also get myself some extra hit points for the extra $40. So now I have extra... Well, I don't know. Am I going to be... You know, we're just going to get the extra hit points. What's the worst that can happen? Now, let's go deal with a fist fight. Alright, crowd of yokels gathered around the inn. They've apparently knocked over tables and stools. 2 men brawling, 2 men lying down. That's fine, let's get in there. So, let's intervene with brute force. Let's just try that. You throw yourself into the mix, trying to stop the fight. You successfully manage to interfere, knocking out the dwarf, and the boy runs away. Cool! I just knocked out... Wait a minute. Okay, so I knocked out the dwarf. I'm not going to speak to him. Let's follow the boy. You follow him outside of the tavern. You see him head left towards some fishermen's huts. You manage to stop him in the alley. He seems very nervous. Okay, you notice he's wearing a clerical robe. Ask why he ran. Yeah! He says he noticed your curiosity in him and didn't want to be recognized. Alcohol, gambling, and illegal brawling are forbidden to clerics. Wow, he's a scrappy white mage. He'd be in big trouble if the Saints were to hear of this. He'd most likely lose his powers as an apprentice. Well, you can lose them. I'll take them. Ask who he is. Why not? His name is Gavin, an apprentice to the temple. Let me go now, babbles the boy. We already asked him why he ran from... You know what? Give me your money. Here, take it. It's all I have. It's 10 gold. The gods will punish you for this. Now let me go. Let him go and leave. Alright. You return to the center of the inn, thoughtful of what to do. Buy something to drink before joining in the next brawling? Participate in the betting and challenge the other fighters or speak to the dwarf. Okay. You know what? I'm super strong and stuff. I may fail this quest because I'm actually supposed to be breaking up the fighting, but I'm going to join in. I'm going to participate in the betting and challenge the other fighters. Amused by the previous fight, you decide to ignore the innkeeper's request for help. Yeah, this is going to end well. And join in the clandestine brawling. The stench of sweat and alcohol makes the inn hot and sticky. The crowd cheers and pushes. Some people even start a fight outside the ring because of a lost bet or a drink too much. A drink too many is what I should really say. To your request of a challenger answers an enormous dark orc with extremely long black hair. The orc has an eye patch on his right eye and a wooden leg. His appearance is not very friendly at all. It also sounds like he's not a very good fighter. If he's missing an eye and a leg, I think he shouldn't be participating in barroom brawls, but maybe that's just my opinion. You think you've already found a weakness in your opponent. You step sideways, thinking of your next move. The orc charges towards you almost blindly. Well, I mean, half blindly. He's got an eye patch. The eye patch over his right eye and the long hair doesn't allow a great sight. That's what I was just saying. The orc is quite slow due to his wooden leg and his overall size. Why do I really feel like I shouldn't be challenging this guy? He's half blind and got a wooden leg. Oh, but he swings some good punches in front of him, trying to hit you in the face. Just one of those could send you straight to the floor. Okay, so he's big and strong, but he's half blind and slow. Dash to your right, try to hit him. Dash to your left, try to hit him. Back off dodging his attack and try to buy some time. Sure, let's back off. The orc continues to advance, forcing you to the corner of the ring. If you don't do something, you're a goner. Okay, so dodge to get out of the way. What is parry? Parry would be... Like, I know if someone's got a sword and they thrust it at you, to parry would be to knock it out of the way with your own sword. So... I don't know how you do that in a fist fight, though. I don't know, let's just dodge. The orc pinches you into the corner and unleashes a deadly hook. You sense the direction of the hit and manage to dodge away from the danger. The punch ends up hitting someone in the crowd, knocking them down. The man gets back up, grabs a stick, and throws it at your opponent's face for revenge. The orc spits out 2 large teeth and is now enraged. Great, so we managed to tick him off. The orc is angry but also very drained from the fight, now limping on his shabby wooden leg. It's a wooden leg, wouldn't you always limp? The brute grabs a large empty barrel and slips his head inside. He's able to see you through a hole between the 2 wooden boards. It'll be impossible to hit him in the head now. Why would we care? The audience doesn't seem to appreciate the orc's cheap trick. 2 threatening dwarves show their disappointment even more than the others. Let's approach the dwarves and gesture for them to help you, because I think this, well, you know what? No. Let's hit him in the leg. He can see, but let's smack him. With a kick, you manage to break the worn-out wood that the... Oh, I broke his wooden leg? With a kick, you manage to break the worn-out wood that the orc bore instead of his leg. The brute curses several times and has no other choice but to hop his way out of the ring on one leg. You won't be remembered for your sportsmanship, but in a joint like this, it's still a win. I broke his wooden leg, the poor guy. The crowd Ooh, I got 100 gold? The crowd cheers and applauds you, banging their fists on the tables. You're the new tavern champion. Yay, the best boxer the rain has ever seen. I am not the best boxer the rain... I backed off, then I dodged out of the way, then I kicked his wooden leg out from under him. That is not the best boxer the rain has ever seen. The minstrels of every city will sing of you. Yes. Oh, God. I can't imagine the song they're going to sing. No, not really. You just won a few brawls in a cheap joint, but you have to start somewhere if you want to become a professional boxer. I should really read these whole things ahead of time before I start commenting on them. Sweating copiously, you look around satisfied while the crowd cries out your name. Enough for today. Leave the inn. Buy something to drink. I can brawl again. Look for a new challenger. Go play a dice game. Go play a dice game. You start to enjoy these scums. I got 120 gold. No, let's look for a new challenger. I got 100 bucks for that one. Let's get a new challenger. A pallid elf with tied long white hair steps forward. His face is partially covered by a black hood. He is rather thin, but he looks threatening. The familiar orc dressed as a pirate is stirring up the crowd to bet on the pretenders. Pretenders? Pretenders. I don't know what that's... Anyway, then he counts to 3 to start the fight. 3, 2, 1, fight. The air is getting hotter and hotter. The screaming and cursing and the mobbing around the ring get mixed up. Okay, I understand that. The air is getting hotter and hotter. The screaming, the cursing, the mobbing around the ring gets mixed up. Only muffled sounds and blurred lines manage to get to you. Your focus is all on the elf in front of you. He's nimbly skipping, trying a feint, at first to the right and then on the left. All of a sudden, he manages to grab you. The elf sniggers while he shows you the money bag he has just managed to steal from your belt. He leaves you speechless and surprised by his agility. It's not the time to let yourself lose concentration. You study his moves. This bloody elf keeps skipping on your right and on your left, and then once more on the right and on the left. You step backwards, almost stumbling on a wooden board that has got unnailed in your previous fight with the orc. I was about to say, I was thinking maybe you tripped on the piece of the orc's leg. Okay, right, left, punch. Right, left, right, punch. Or hit the semi-unnailed wooden board with all your strength. Sure, let's try that. With the strength of your hit, the board that was already half lifted completely lifts off the floor, gets into a vertical position, and violently hits the elf under the chin while he was running towards you. That's classic slapstick right there. The elf stands back on his feet and attempts a new attack, though he is still half dizzy. A rapid move with his hands, and among some popping and sparkling, the ring gets filled with a dense gray smoke. The elf must have used one of his tricks. You can see nothing. The smoke gets into your lungs and fills your mouth with a bitter taste. Your eyes burn. Oh, hey, look! Use your hound senses. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's just... it's specific to my class, so let's try it. Use your hound senses. Your predator nose and your senses certainly don't get confused with a little smoke. You don't you don't need your sight to know where your opponent is. You cleverly manage to avoid his strikes, and then, with a last dodge and a dreadful hit with your knee in his stomach, the poor idiot bends over. Very nice. And none of this has been a real fight yet. Your opponent seems really exhausted from the fight. If you continue like that, he won't last very long. More resolute than ever, he hurls a series of rapid attacks. An uppercut straight to the face, a kick on the right side, a left hook, and again a kick on the right side. Even if his blows are not very powerful, he's incredibly fast. You can't avoid his blows, you have to block them. Crud, I don't remember what it just said. If I could remember exactly what it just said, that he threw the... I want to say the kick was third. I think it's this top one. A series of terrible blows. You can't block them. Your face is black and blue and dripping blood. You're breathless. Great, I got it wrong. The elf laughs and gets ready for his final blow. That agility, a mid-air roundhouse kick. Incredible. Holy crap. Jump and grasp the beam on the ceiling. Crouch to avoid the blow. Grab him by one of his legs and knock him over. We're strong. Let's grab the kick. You block the elf's kick, grabbing him with all of your strength, and with a superhuman rotation, you throw him on the floor. The elf violently hits his head, going KO. Two big dwarves drag him out of the ring. You're the winner. Booyah! I win! The innkeeper has asked you to suppress the brawls inside the tavern, but you went on and encouraged these quarrelsome drunkards even more. Who knows how long this disorder will continue. I did fail the mission. Oh, but hey, I got $160, right? You didn't take care of the problems affecting the inn. In fact, you probably made them worse. These brawls will most likely attract bilge rats rather than normal clients. Scoundrels will fill the tables, making the tavern a cove of thieves and quarrelsome folk. Oh, that's kind of sad, honestly. Oh, poor guys. Poor guys. But hey, I got $160. Oh gosh, what does this leave me with? Alright, well, I think that's going to be enough of this for this week. I think this character is doing much better than the first character this episode. Being a goody two-shoes didn't work out too good for him. But I think we're doing much better this time. And I'm really enjoying this. I'm having more fun than I thought I might. But yeah, this has been great. So we're going to just stop here. Next Wednesday, we will come back with another piece of Just One Line, and we'll see just how far my hunter can go. So, guys, give me a thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Leave some comments. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from you. And, of course, help spread the gaming.